Good morning everybody, my name is Shankarji. Now we will be discussing chapter 15, air around us. What do you mean by air? Air is the layer of atmosphere that covers the earth. How it is held? It is held by the force of gravity. So atmosphere is the layer of, it's a combination, it's a mixture of gases and it has various layers like the troposphere, stratosphere, ionosphere, exosphere. The range of atmosphere, it's from the mean sea level which is at 0 kilometers to 1500 kilometers. So beyond that, there's complete vacuum. It's complete outer space. There's no atmosphere beyond that. Air is absolutely essential for our life. Not only for us, for all the living organisms, both plants and animals, all kinds of life. Air is a part of the atmosphere, which is a complete mixture of gases. What are the components of air or atmosphere? Some dust, smoke, noble gases. Noble gases are very stable gases. They don't react at all. They are very stable gases like helium, neon, argon, xenon, krypton, radon, etc. These are the noble gases. These are also present in trace amounts in the atmosphere. These are the components of air. If you talk about two major processes, photosynthesis and respiration, they completely complement each other. What do plants mainly do during daytime? They do photosynthesis. And what do animals do all the time? Respiration, including us. Even plants do respiration, but only from sunset to sunrise. From morning to evening, as long as there is sunlight, they do photosynthesis. And then they also do respiration like animals. So that's why it is advisable not to sleep under a tree during night, because at that time when you are sleeping underneath a tree, it will also be taking in oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide. So somebody might suffocate and he or she, that person can die. We should always take rest under the large plants or the trees during the daytime only. We should never take rest under a tree during night time, because at that time they are also relaxing and they are also doing respiration just like animals. Photosynthesis is the process of plants creating their own food or manufacturing their own food with the help of sunlight, the green pigment which is known as chlorophyll, along with carbon dioxide and water. It produces glucose and it releases oxygen gas. That oxygen gas, all animals inhale, we take it in, we breathe it in, and we give out carbon dioxide. So oxygen is the raw material for us and carbon dioxide is the raw material for the plants. So in this way, plants and animals perfectly complement each other by photosynthesis and respiration. So that's why plants need animals to survive and vice versa. Animals also need plants to survive. We should both be helpful to each other. After photosynthesis and respiration, we come to a few applications. What are a few examples, applications of wind energy? Because air has energy, it has wind, it has energy. So how can the wind energy be utilized? One of the best ways of utilizing the wind energy is the windmill. You all might have seen a windmill. A windmill is a beautiful structure. It looks like a small tower, and you can put a big fan like this. I mean, it can be of any shape. If you want, you can put one where you have a windmill blade. It can be single, it can be double, like it depends on the structure. So it keeps rotating. Like, say for example, there are many areas where fast moving, fast blowing winds are available. Like a few areas even in Tamil Nadu is there, like somewhere near Coimbatore, those areas, parts of Tamil Nadu, parts of India and parts of the world. So where fast moving winds are there constantly throughout the years. So we have learned to build a structure like a tower with a strong blade which cuts through the wind. That's why this arrangement is known as a windmill. So this windmill, what it does is, and when you have a lot of windmills, just like a farm, just like an agricultural farm, you also have the windmill farm. Like you have, say, some 50 to 100 acres full of windmills, and it generates tremendous amount of energy. India is one of the leading producers of wind energy right now in the whole world. So that's why this wind energy is one of the key energy areas of the future. Windmill farms. We have windmills and we have windmill farms. As the wind blows, the windmill rotates at a high speed. So that windmill is connected to a shaft, which is then connected to a motor. So which is then utilized for doing various useful work. So that's the basic principle of windmill. It's a very simple mechanism. All we have is a windmill blade. Wind blows, the blade rotates. It's connected to a shaft or a rod, which does some mechanical or linear work. It can be any kind of motor work, and the motor generates. It can be generated to a motor if some useful work needs to be done, or it can be connected to a generator, electric generator, if power needs to be generated. Normally, windmills are connected to a power generators. However, it depends. Either generators, it can be connected to electric power generators, or electric motors for doing useful work. Other applications can also be utilized using the windmills. So it's a tremendous application. It's a wonderful application of utilizing wind energy. It definitely is a fascinating way to utilize the powerful element of wind, the powerful natural element of wind, and converting it into useful energy. And it's a clean and green energy. It's amazing. It's awesome. However, if you talk about air, no topic regarding air can be complete without mentioning air pollution. We need clean and green air to survive. What will happen if we make our air dirty by polluting it? Gone. I mean, things will be difficult not only for us, for all living organisms, be it plants and animals. How the air gets contaminated by industries releasing a lot of dust and smoke, by releasing a lot of chemicals in the air in the form of gases without treating, just like that, poisonous gases. And what about the vehicles? We use vehicles, cars, bikes, trucks, lorries. Everything is releasing a lot of gases which is going to the air, which is getting mixed in the air, the atmosphere, and it's polluting the air. So it is not at all advisable. That's why, according to the United Nations Global Climatic Survey, all countries are required to make sure that before they release gases or other chemicals into the air or the atmosphere, they have to be clean and green. They have to be treated first properly before releasing them. So yes, some measures have been taken so that air pollution has been reduced to some extent, but we still have a long way to go, because that's why they say, please try to use more public transport, like try to use more metro or maybe buses, or that's fine, you can have your own private transport, but if you can use public transport sometimes, at least you can save some, at least you can contribute your own little part in saving the environment. That's why go green, save the environment, save the planet. So yeah, so go green, save the environment, save the planet. But let's work on it. Nevertheless, we all should make sure that we don't pollute the air or the atmosphere. Not only us, all the living organisms will be benefited by breathing in clean air and giving out clean air. So that's why air pollution has to be controlled, and we should never ever pollute natural elements, especially air, because that's absolutely crucial. Because without air, we cannot even survive for more than 10-15 minutes, not even half an hour. So air is absolutely crucial for our healthy lifestyle and for healthy survival of our species, and also for healthy survival for all the living organisms, including plants and animals. So please don't pollute air. Always make sure that the air is clean, green and neat. So we all should make sure that we contribute our little contribution to save the planet, go green, and to save the environment. Let's recap this chapter, air around us. So what is air? Air is absolutely essential and it's omnipresent. It's present everywhere. And what are the major components of air? It contains nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, dust, smoke, noble gases, etc. Then photosynthesis and respiration perfectly complement each other. That's why plants need animals, animals need plants, and we should be helpful to each other. Then plants and animals, therefore, they help maintaining the atmospheric balance. Plants take in carbon dioxide, give out oxygen. Animals take in oxygen, give out carbon dioxide. They perfectly balance with each other. Then we discussed about applications of wind energy in the form of windmills and windmill farms, and we discussed about air pollution. And the major sources of air pollution are industries, vehicles and other sources, which we should try to reduce as much as possible. So this is what the chapter is, air around us. So if you have any doubts or suggestions, please let us know in the comment section below. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.